All right. So. Great. Let's jump in and play some Thronebreaker. See what this game's all about. No. Black train is good. You're good.
Hey, come on. Get them shackles off him. Poor son can't eat proper.
Dunno, I'm not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been holding him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why are you up and bold now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zerrikania so riled?
Zerrikania.
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
Queen of Sintra. Calanthe, Queen of Sintra. You don't have to listen to all Witcher audiobooks. New game. Ooh. What's the game time of this? I'm gonna determine how long to beat. Big Thronebreaker. Main story completionist is 41 hours. So it tells me there's a new game plus. All playstyle 300 hours. Okay. With the option to skip, I'm definitely not gonna skip battles. All right, let's start high like I always do. Every turn your biting frost. Every turn on turn start, damage the lowest unit in row 2.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances. And then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name?
Rivia, like Geralt or Rivia?
Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Meve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed.
I like the art style
paper.
So far.
Time will tell of what
I
value.
knew what the art style was going to be.
That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so.
Defined art.
The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Bandits?
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
as your grace ordained. I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty. Straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's gone?
It's stolen, your grace. But I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow. If it be your grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter.
Uh-oh.
Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Ooh. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
I have a choice. Welcome to Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on an adventure, you should be acquainted with the game. Be acquainted with game basic mechanics. Control your character with left stick. Follow the cobblestone road to reach. Okay. Reach something. Right here. What? Oh. I got 2,500 crowns. I got 500 guards and 40 armor. You'll expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following resources: gold, wood, and recruits. On the road you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. Don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Okay. What's up with you?
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
Nice.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire.
Ooh.
Till she told them where she buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
The one house at the edge of a series of trees. Congratulations, you found a treasure map. Search the area, you might find a location marked on the map with an X. Ooh. There's a map. Around collecting stuff. I'll take your wood. Wood is mine by declaration of your queen. Daffodils aren't worth much. Can I help this guy? I'd like to. Alright. Oh wait, this is where she... Whoa. I'm down here, I can't go this way, right? Ah! I'm behind a rock already. Uh-oh. An obstacle blocks your path. To remove it, you will need to spend some of your resources? That's bullshit. Your Majesty, it seems someone felled an oak. Now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have the loggers sort the matter. Our soldiers could conserve their strength. Issue access to the... Oh, no. I'll give up some money. I swear I'm gonna need, like... I'm gonna need 2,700 most. Interactive objects are marked clearly on your map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted. You best be prepared for anything.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Hey, she did say charge. Tis a fight! Mabel was convinced the bandits could flee to cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary man would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet the strays of Spala were a different breed. A rather different breed. They held nothing sacred. The key battle in the main story, unique cards may appear in your internet. Right. Let's Gwent our way through this story. This is the battlefield. You play your cards on the bottom half, and your opponent plays them on the top. Units can be played in one of two rows, melee or range. But remember, the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the row you play them in. Standard battle can last up to 3 rounds. The first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. And as long as it's their turn, during their turn you can play only 1 card, but you can use any number of abilities. Player who goes first in the match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case, you encountered an ambush, so your opponent will take the first turn.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
If each unit adds to the total strength. Player whose army has the most strength points at the end of the round will win the round. Units have armor, can absorb certain amounts of damage.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Move 1 unit. Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select a card and read the short description. Additional information will appear if you press right trigger on the card. Play any card. Thank you. Can I read this thing first? Oh, they wear boars' heads? Move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and damage it by 1. Damage an enemy by the number of... Boy, damage an enemy by the number of cards in this row, including self. Reach? Oh, reach. Distance in a row, distance in rows that you can target. Ah. Boost. Previous ability automatically when your leader's ability is used. Boost self by 5. Play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck.
This artist. Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Scythemen have loyal ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Maeve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability to learn what it does, just like the leader. Maeve's ability allows her to boost a unit's strength and add to its armor. Use this ability once every few turns. Use Maeve's ability, select her, and select one of your units. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Pull down 3.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
You cannot make any more moves. In your turn, press 1. Okay.
We'll catch 'em all!
Enemy takes damage from himself by 1. Damage enemy. Count Caldwell. Play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. The Arbalest ability allows him to deal damage equal to the number of cards on where he played. His ability can be activated the moment he is played.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Opponent using ability can be sure to read the description carefully after each strategy part of it.
Keep calm, Tiberius.
One bullet's all I need.
The strays took tail and run! Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
Barely a fight. You played all of your cards, you can end turn. This will pass the pass button. When you pass, you'll be able to perform any action until the start of your next turn. What cards does he have? Player's armies with the most strength points at the end of the round will win the round. In the event of a tie, both players will receive a victory.
The battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
At the beginning of the second and third rounds, each player can draw 3 cards from their deck.
Battle formation! Protect the Queen!
The player who won the previous round will play first in the next round.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Next turn.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
The chase is on!
Give me a target.
Yeah, eat it. What are you gonna play? Another slinger?
Thing about slings, they
Won
are
2 rounds in a row, which means you are the battle's victor. Congratulations.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Not a chance. Fighting Frost.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road before.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front,
Retinue.
infantry and arbalists close behind,
Retinue?
and, following in the rear,
That's how I used to say
the
it when I was a
bandits,
kid.
bound in
Retinue.
chains.
Elect. Just killed all those bandits. Get the money.
I do adore this prospect.
Hey.
Yes. Lyria, the pearl of the
Lyria.
north. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. The spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Pitch your camp by pressing the double window button. Double window button select. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. Enter the workshop. You can check your main tent and official correspondence here. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. To improve your camp buildings, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and wood. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to the regional map. To get to it, you will first need to improve your royal tent. Upgrade the tent to level 2. What? Forcing me. Thanks for this improvement. You are welcome. You now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can be improved, which with each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new, stronger units. Go to the command tent to view your army. To view your army. Ooh, in the command tent, you can create units and build your army from available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. The cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left-hand side. All cards available for you to create and place in your deck are displayed on the main screen. You can gain access to new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop as well as through certain story-related tasks. Grayed outs are available but have not been created. You must first create them before you can include them in your deck. Your deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently, your recruit cap sits at 125. To create new cards, you need a particular resource, recruits. You gain access to recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain story-related tasks. You've received additional resources to recruit a Wagenburg card? Wagenburg? Probably not Wa. To do so, select the card, press X to confer. Press X and then convert by pressing A. Fortifying Tonic. Damage all units on an enemy row by this unit's armor amount, then lose all armor. Gain 1 armor whenever a card appears in this row. Sure you wish to recruit a Wagenburg into your army? I don't think I have a choice. Add Wagenburg. Wagenburg? The deck. I select in the card pressing it. I now have a Wagenburg. Play a random play a random ally from your graveyard. Ooh. Move automatically to the battlefield, not considered played. Do I take some out before I can? I like the Scytheman. Wait, can I have multiple Renard? Give 1 charge to unit with depleted order. Trigger this ability when played. Charge the number of times an order ability can be used. Order. An ability triggered manually by player, units with order cannot be used for 1 turn after being placed on the battlefield, whereas artifacts can be used immediately. God, artifacts? Herbalist. Now take a look at the other camp buildings to familiarize with their function, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Mess tent. You can talk with your companions in the mess tent, give them a little bit of your time, and you may learn a secret or 2. Who the heck is this guy? Gray Rider? I'm gonna talk to him. it just gives me stats. Barkeep.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
At ease, dude.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Ah.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Thus?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
No.
I don't.
Tell.
But would gladly hear it.
Do tell.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start. Not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched. That he failed to think through. And yet elsewhere he blundered like a schoolboy.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed.
Holy shit.
Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave. Save Reynard.
Hey.
The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope and say it will demonstrate more wit than his brother.
Sorry.
Though I see little chance of that either.
I must go.
It's time I attended to other matters.
What do I get for her? Here's the number of trinkets Maeve can equip. Can't unlock that. Ooh, use scouts to mark locations for treasure and resources. I kind of want to look. Yeah, sounds like an investment. Uh-oh. Oh, don't have enough money for that. Enable the construction of new camp structures. New support units in the command tent. War wagon. Forager. Increases May's map movement. In the world tent, you can view letters and maps you've received thus far, as well as keys and card fragments. Rail tent can be accessed from the main screen by pressing right button. Your Highness artisans from Gravor have prepared a new tapestry pattern for the throne room. I've included an engraving to the design. You will be pleased with it, I hope. A centurion lion inherited from King Korab I. Bared fangs offer stunning realism and an ancestral story of the Delans of Temeria. Appears as if forged in the very depths of Mahakam. I have no doubt it shall prove the battle's latest masterpiece. We eagerly await your return, my lady Gustave Perrot, Royal Steward. Your Maeve, you've got my gratitude for attending the summit. Good luck. We did not put off meeting any longer. For my men to say armies are on the march, are kicking up a veritable dust storm across the Yaruga. Come what may, remember, you have my full and unconditional support. Best wishes, Demavan. Noted increased Nilfgaardian activity in the foothills of Amnau Mountain to near Reedbrun. Ambassador claims routine training exercise. Number of troops, quality of equipment indicate otherwise. Recommends strengthening border forces and tripling patrols along the Yaruga. Strays of Spala, bandit group formed after a revolt in the dungeons of Spala Castle. Mainly pickpockets, racketeers, cut purses, assassins armed with slings, daggers, instruments of torture stolen from Spala. Headmen's axes, saws, hammers. Cleverer and bolder, more common bandits attack heavily armored convoys, noblemen's mansions, unable to determine the identity of the group's leaders. Remember, you can open your map by pressing Y. I didn't. How was I supposed to remember that? Scouts? Ooh. See, look at this investment already paying off. What's Y for the map?
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less? Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why, I'd have gone round, through Sodden.
Ugh, I keep pressing the double screens button. Oh, it doesn't mean loot, it just means interactable.
They told me! Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace!
Army's morale can change. Neutral morale has no impact on your cards, whereas low morale lowers each unit's strength by 1 point, and high morale increases unit strength by 1 point. The army's current level of morale will be displayed by an icon in the upper left. Changes to morale depending on choices throughout the game. To increase, to make an offer into the Wayside Shrine. But remember, after victorious battles, morale returns to neutral, so you must keep an eye on it.
Gods of mercy! Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages.
Necrophages.
Drawn here by blood scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm, I won't allow it. Attack!
Hiya! Get to attack the undead. Who are these travelers whose bodies now litter the roadside? Had the look of pilgrims and found their misfortune after crossing paths with the strays of Spala. bandits had slit their throat, leaving the bodies to rot under the sun. Would likely have known the stench would attract the attention of flesh-hungry scavengers, thus exposing the next passerbys to a horrific death. Clearly, this realization hadn't bothered them in the slightest. Fight! Trophy is a unique type of card. You can have only one in the deck. Trophies will automatically appear on the battlefield at the beginning of the match.
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Recorded Fog, which is just one of several roll effects you will encounter. Roll effects affect all cards on the given row. You can either be positive or negative consequences. Later on, you will gain access to cards that allow you to add similar row effects.
Lillian, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, Your Grace. It's the first I've seen of any such thing.
Status that allows a card to remain on the board at the end of the round and restores it base power if used it. Never may be used as an ability or use a cooldown.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Boost a unit by 10.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first. Until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
42 charge boosts the strength of one of your units. Okay.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
One bolt.
So fortunate we routed the beasts before they had a chance to gorge.
Archer. Resilience ability, okay.
Aye.
Let's do it. Turn.
Your Grace, yet more come.
They fill their bellies, ma'am. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Give me a time.
Curses. Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever.
Oh.
I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Just like Maeve, each enemy leader has a unique ability. Using this ability, the enemy leader destroyed your strongest unit and threw it to Necrophagus' feed.
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
A round isn't going your way, it's best to pass your turn and save your strength for next round. But remember, you can pass only at the beginning of your turn before you have played any of your cards or used any abilities. Just let my Arbalest die. losing just one round does not mean defeat. To win, you must gain 2 victory points.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there! Yet another abomination.
Number of times in order.
That stench! My salts! Where are my salts?
To successfully command your army, you should understand the synergies that exist between the cards. You get things started. To get things started, play Wagenberg on the melee row. The ability of the card becomes more powerful with each additional unit that has been played on the same row. Damage all units on an enemy row by this unit's armor amount, then lose all armor. Cards that have order ability can be activated manually at any time during your turn, but only after enough time has passed since placing it on the battlefield. The icon at the bottom of the card will indicate when the ability is available to use. During your turn, you can activate any number of cards and that have the order ability. Most can be used once, but the order ability of some cards can be activated multiple times in a battle. Play an Arbalist on the melee row in which to take advantage of the chance when armor point to each unit.
Arbalist at your command.
Use Wagenberg's ability. Ability allows you to reactivate units whose order has already been used. As a result, you can use Wagenberg's ability once again. Play Renard on the melee row. Okay, so I can choose to put him in the middle.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Didn't I wait? Oh, it does it in the whole row. Okay. Run out of cards, you have a sizable advantage. Your victory is assured, so you can either pass your turn or play your glorious triumph to the end.
Armor won't say.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Alright, you beasts. Some wood off of these corpses. My beloved, please ride as soon as you reach the temple. I know only 2 weeks have passed, but my heart weighs heavy with thoughts of you. Our home feels empty without you. I hope our offerings, though modest, will please the Mother Goddess. With her blessings, we shall have a child at long last. I have no doubt he'll make a loving father as husband. Please be vigilant and return to me soon. Yours forever, Filky. What's up, bruh?
Many trees we've felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Gotta keep pressing the wrong button. Could I have found these without the scout? Probably. Let me get to this village and then I can go. Discovering signposts unlocks the ability to fast travel, allowing you to move between them at any time from your regional map. trouble back here? For what reason? Hawkinsburg. Augsburg.
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns.
Yeah.
Like a right proper nightmare. Your Majesty, I beg of you, thrash them bandits, please. Scared to step out into me own fields, I am.
Put some recruits on. But can I craft with the thing now? Find the right button. Anything here? Make more arbalists. Or scythmen. Can't make any more drummers. I can make another wagon bird. I want to make more Arivian pikemen. Field medic. Won't let me do the things I want.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Ha' mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Meve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it.
Hey.
Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no-how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer.
Helmer?
Son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits, whom do they follow?
Him, my lady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleeton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady, I've no ire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Choices you make will have consequences. Some may be felt immediately, while others take time. Choose carefully.
Leave them be.
Golden path.
The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady, thanks be to you, thanks be. I pray Mother Melitele watch over your kind heart.
Melitele.
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field and orchard. Understood.
Meve set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
Uh-oh, they're mad at me. Notice boards are a great source of information about what's happening in the area. Clicking on them will cause markers to appear on the regional map, showing you where to find places of interest. Ooh. Ooh, a puzzle? A point of interest. Uh-oh.
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors in broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, Your Grace.
They shall indeed. And not only they. Rot has crept into Lyria, Reynard. My kingdom has been poorly kept.
Uh-oh. Your Grace, 2 subjects humbly request aid. Yarpelk and Wilmer, they call themselves. Seems a wagon's axle snapped and they need to hurry to the market. What are your orders? Some of the camp overseers have them see to what's been done. 2 gold pieces should suffice. Lift spirits, yes. Over here. A queen, a stray swallow was found inside the dwelling. He was wounded during the siege of Hawksburn. They abandoned by his comrades. The location of their spoils he's offered to share, that is, should we spare his life. Ooh, next to the waterfall. You're mad at me again. Ooh, stuck here. How often this saves? Also, I wonder what the puzzle is.
That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
Rock slide means battle? Or rock slide is a battle? Oh. In a flash, Reynard leapt for Maeve, wrestling the queen from her saddle. When he arrived, a moment later, Maeve would have met her fate under a massive boulder. Alas, she has not yet relieved from danger. The entire escarpment has begun to collapse on the road, along with the temple wall that stood atop it. Screams of crushed and dying soldiers cast a somber shadow upon the queen. Yet she needed to collect her wits and act quickly to establish control over her unit. Puzzle, special rule, short battle, custom deck. Alright, let me deal with the rock slide and then probably go sleep these. Some battles are subject to special rule sets. Where strength alone is not enough to win. To be victorious, you must complete specific goals. On an exploration map, such battles are marked with a puzzle icon. In this particular puzzle, your goal is to destroy all the boulders before they reach Maeve's row. Okay.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
Wagon her into melee. Can I do anything right now?
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Okay, an arbalist in the middle of the road, then attack the boulder closest to me.
One boat's all I need.
Sure. Ah. But the armless deals damage equal to number of units in a row.
Give me a target.
So,
Arbalist at your command.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
got it. That was good.
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
I did it.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttress is doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
I think that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching, viewers. I hope to continue playing this. I kind of like it. I hope I get, I'll get more and more used to it as it goes on. But yeah, look at that cowslips on the top. I like that. Yeah. All right. Bye, viewers. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. Links down below in the description. I hope you have a super day. Hope you have a super week. And I hope you have a super day. Bye.